Hi, this is Rich in Phoenix. Today is June 30th, 2025, a Monday. It's approximately 3 o'clock in Phoenix, and according to AccuWeather, the temperature is 115 degrees. The real feel in the sun is 121 degrees, and in the shade, it's only 114. I thought I would do this video before I left town for a bit over a month to discuss the key thing for dealing with the heat in Phoenix. The key thing to deal with the heat in Phoenix is don't be stupid. Now that sounds very simple, but apparently it's not simple for a lot of people. In 2023 and 2024, over 600 people died each year directly as a result of heat or indirectly with heat as a contributing factor in Maricopa County, Arizona. Maricopa County is approximately 90% of the Phoenix metro area in population. It is the fourth most populous county in the United States after Los Angeles, Cook County, which is Chicago, Harris County, which is Houston. Maricopa County is number 4. So, what are the things to do to avoid being stupid in the heat in Phoenix? And let me just give you the list I came up with. It's obvious, and yet people don't seem to follow it and get themselves in trouble. Here we go. Number 1, don't go out in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, unless you absolutely have to. And if you have to, bring water with you. Always carry water with you. Number 2, don't exercise outside in the middle of the day in the summer. Now that sounds obvious, but every year a number of young people die exercising in the middle of the day, riding a bike on the canal, hiking up one of our hills here, which are referred to as mountains, and they don't have enough water, or they underestimate the heat, or they overestimate their abilities. Number 3, don't ignore closed trail warnings on the hiking trails in Phoenix. Sounds obvious, and I'm going to give you a story about how a family ignored that, and they're lucky their children didn't die. Number 4, don't mix alcohol or drugs with the heat. A lot of the people who die, they combined alcohol or drugs, and then they subjected themselves to the heat, and they died. Number 5, wear proper clothing and sunscreen. Lighter clothing is better. You'll notice I have on a white shirt today because today is especially hot. And I actually had to go outside because I was leaving town and I had to run some errands that could only be run in the middle of the day. But I wore my white shirt, light clothing, heavy sunscreen, drank a lot of water before I went outside, and carried water bottles with me. Plus, I was driving most of the way I had to go to my various errands. 6, make sure you have a charged cell phone in case you get into trouble. Amazingly, people get into trouble and their cell phone battery is dead and they can't call for help. Fortunately, the family that got in trouble yesterday had a working cell phone and were able to call the rescue squad. Number 7, always drink and carry more water than you think you need. Drink water before you go out into hot temperatures, and drink water regularly. Now, I think these things are obvious, but people seem to ignore them. Tourists ignore them. They get into trouble. They have an emergency. And in many cases, they die and become a statistic. So I'm going to read you a story about what happened yesterday, that's June 29th, to a family. I don't know if they were tourists or if they were residents. Here's the story from Arizona Central. A family of 11 was rescued while hiking the Hobart Trail on South Mountain in Phoenix in the heat of the afternoon on June 29th, the Phoenix Fire Department said. The family of 5 adults and 6 children started their hike around 10 a.m. Just before noon, multiple children in the group started complaining about heat and exhaustion and were unable to continue the hike, Captain Rob McDade with the Phoenix Fire Department said. According to the family member who made the 911 call, the children's ages were 3, 5, 9, 10, 11, and 15, McDade said. A tactical rescue crew arrived and made their way up the trail. After making contact with the group, rapid cooling was applied to the hikers, McDade said. And rapid cooling is a means the fire department has to rapidly cool your body with water, with ice, by wrapping you to prevent heat stroke, which can kill you. And many people they come upon are already deep into heat stroke. The 9-year-old and an 11-year-old were put in a big wheel basket to be brought down the base of the mountain, McDade said. Rescuers helped the rest of the family down the trail as well. Now, medical evaluations were conducted, and the good news, the family fully recovered. They didn't require hospitalization. That is often not the case. This is what I find particularly surprising and upsetting. The family decided to go hiking despite the trail being closed for the day due to it being an extreme heat day, according to McDade. Several trails on South Mountain were also closed. There were numerous signs posted stating that the trail was closed for hiking activity, McDade said. The high for June 29th was 115 degrees, according to AccuWeather. An extreme heat warning was issued for the Phoenix area through 8 p.m. July 1, the National Weather Service said. So again, to deal with the heat in Phoenix, just don't be stupid. Thank you for your attention. Peace.